What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince, back at YouTube. Before we get started, I want to give some well wishes to the people in Las Vegas, the ones who survived it, but are still hurt. That was just like a big tragic moment, and that's why I haven't been doing videos, cause like after that incident, it's just kind of like, oh shit, you know. So like I feel sympathy for like it sucks for these guys, and I just want to like give my well wishes to these guys. But let's get on with the big topic going on right now. So last Monday night on Raw, we had the Shield teased a reunion, and some people are excited, some people are not. Some people wish that it didn't happen, and it's weird. I don't really have an opinion on this. It's just kind of like I don't care. Um, well, in one hand, we're getting the Shield, which is great. I always felt that, bringing the Shield at least one time would work and stuff. Like, I think bringing the Shield could work. And here's the reason why it doesn't work with this specifically. They're teaming up to take on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz for the IC belt and the Raw Tag Team Championships. The big issue I have with this is that when you think about it, Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro, while all three talented wrestlers, they don't feel like a big threat. They feel like just some mid-carders. Granted, they could be more than that, obviously, but I don't feel like they should team up. Like, when I wanted the Shield to ever team up is because they were taking on a bigger threat. Like, let's say Finn Balor forms the Balor Club and no one can defeat him. What if, the Bullet Club actually invaded, like what happened recently, like with Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks and Marty Scurll, I think was out there that night when the Bullet Club invaded Raw, which is hilarious. Like when big threats like that happen, then I'm like, yeah, you know what? The Shield has to team up because they have no choice except to go like, oh shit, we have a big threat. We have to team up. Let's forget about the past. Let's team up. We could do this. Then it makes sense for them to come back as a unit. Not just because they want all the belts. Because it doesn't work like that. I don't think so. And the biggest problem with this is that the fact that all this is doing is just showing that there's nothing left to do with WWE. We have to rely on everything going back. If Braun Strowman won that belt, the Universal Championship, maybe Roman Reigns takes on Braun Strowman. But because Roman Reigns can't beat Braun Strowman, he wants that belt so badly. He has no choice but to team up with the Shield. Also, Cesaro and Sheamus have a grudge on him. So maybe if it was like that, and the Miz could like focus on helping out the likes of a Jason Jordan. Honestly, if I were WWE, and let's say they did give the belt to Braun Strowman, this would work perfectly. Braun Strowman, Cesaro, and Sheamus sounds like a bigger threat. Nothing against The Miz. It's just that they've been booking him so badly. All he's been doing is complaining. And I feel bad for the guy because 2016 was easily the best year of his career. That and maybe 2010 when he was the United States champion, the unified WWE Tag Team Champion with Big Show, Mr. Money in the Bank, and of course the WWE Champion. So that is a big year for The Miz. Also 2016, just the way he elevated that Intercontinental Championship to what it is today. So, I like The Miz. Miz is a great talent. He's the best on the mic. He's pretty good in the ring. He doesn't do big moves, no flippy shit. He just, basically he has a character. So The Miz works. But I don't know. For this, it doesn't feel like it worked. And think about this. How does Roman Reigns go from beating Triple H, supposedly retiring The Undertaker if he is coming back or not, beating John Cena in his last match of the year, from what I heard, to the Intercontinental Championship. You don't. That makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? In one hand, okay, fine, we're getting Roman Reigns doing something, Miz is doing something, but I don't know, it just doesn't sound right that, how do you do that? Go from John Cena to The Miz. And again, I'm not disrespecting The Miz. He could be a better time. And I don't think he's done with this Jason Jordan feud. I really don't think he's done with this Jason Jordan feud. Hell, what we could have done, personally, we could have done Miz versus Matt Hardy. Maybe Matt Hardy and The Miz are feuding, and Miz tends to piss people off, so this could lead to Matt Hardy getting super mad, and then he turns into broken Matt Hardy, something like that. That I would go out of my way and watch, but I don't know, this match, it doesn't work right. And the big question is, what's Braun Strowman gonna do now? I heard Samoa Joe's coming back. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. There's nothing to do for Braun Strowman, and I feel bad because 2017, my bad, is the year of Braun Strowman. He has had better performances with everybody, with the likes of Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, John Cena, The Big Show of all people. So, Braun is being wasted right now. He could have been doing something really tremendous this year. So, yeah, as far as the Shield goes, back to this, I keep changing the subject, but, they all connect to a certain way. The Shield, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with seeing the Shield. I was always wanted a Shield reunion I'm one of those people, but if they're going to team up, like I said, make it like something threatening, something that there's no choice but to team them up, even though they hate each other. They have to team up. So it doesn't work here because they all like each other now. All of a sudden, they're not gonna forget. They're just gonna forget that Seth Rollins did what he did. They're gonna, And from what I hear, this is all gonna lead to a Dean Ambrose heel turn. Which personally, I wish that they'd done it a lot sooner, because personally, this Shield reunion is not working for me. I'm just saying, this is my opinion. But yeah, they could have done a lot more with this. So yeah, I guess shoot. I'm cool with Shield coming back, but if they do beat Miz, Cesaro, and Sheamus, it just shows that all WWE lacks on is making new stars. Personally, with this match, the only bright side I see about this match is it's impossible to have a bad match if you think about it. You have Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz in the same ring, 3-on-3. It sounds like a pretty good brawl, like a good tornado match. Everybody just beating the crap out of each other. So that sounds cool. But at the end of the day, all it is gonna have the Shield come back and win all the belts. If they turn heel, maybe it could work, but that's not gonna happen. If they turn heel, I would mark out. But as far as this goes, I could live without it personally. Yeah, I think that's my opinion on the Shield reunion. It's cool, but they should have done it a little bit differently, personally, not just because. So, anyways, it's me, the AO Elite XX Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and until then, I'm out.